next phase of saxophone boot camp is dip longtones. If you were actually here with me in the Lutz musical basement of happiness and clutter, and we were having a saxophone lesson at this point, I would say, and now for a couple of dips, and I don't mean us. Oh yeah, that's funny every week, every single week it is. Now, dip longtones are where you take one note and you make the pitch do this. Take a listen. It's easier on higher notes. Like a high C, you could get it to go pretty far. Less far on a low G. And not very far at all on a low B flat. What's the point of this? Well, I'll tell you that after we learn how to actually do it. Now, if you remember your long tone exercise, and we're going to use just the notes from the long tones, because remember, the long tones are a representative sampling of every single range of the horn. Use those notes and bend them this way. Your lip will open up a little bit, but mostly, remembering your long tones, each one has the perfect shape. You're going to take the note onto the back of your tongue, and you're going to go E-I. You're going to use that vowel shape to your advantage and bend that note to your will using the vowel shape in your mouth with the back of your tongue. It really does feel like it's sitting right on the back of your tongue. That note's right there, like a little tiny leprechaun sitting on your tongue. E-I. And then you make it larger and smaller like a rubber band. When you do this, here, let's hope this camera picks this up. When you do this, here's how much your mouthpiece is usually squeezed. Watch what happens. E-I. Your mouthpiece, the reed will open up. And in the microscopic world of your mouth, it's like you'll need double the air. If you don't double your air when you go to that lower end, it's going to poop out on you. Watch. Hear how it just went... and it didn't actually play. You got to double your air because you've doubled the space. That was my way of trying to communicate that you're doubling your air when you do those long ones. So the physical aspects of what to do when you do these is to open your lips up a little bit, not so much that it stops the reed from engaging the airstream, but mostly take the note onto the back of your tongue and inside your mouth. Use those vowels to sort of chew on like the notes are made out of rubber. And double your air for the low ones. Otherwise, it's going to... Now be careful. You can make it too low. If you make it too low, it's like you've skimmed the ocean. Oh, and then you fell into the ocean. Listen. Okay, so if you make it too... You'll know if you went too far and the thing goes... Okay. Why do I do this? Well, there's two reasons. The first reason is not a good one. Years ago, the older styles of jazz used a lot of scooping. You don't want to do that. That's like when you go to the amusement park and they take a picture of you holding a musket with a coonskin cap and you pretend you're Davy Crockett. And it's like black and white or like sepia tone. That's what your playing will sound like if you do that. Don't do a lot of scooping. Scooping is salt to the soup. Pinch, that's it, you're done. A much better reason to do this is tuning. And I'm going to tell you a secret that if you are in a band program, do not let your director know this secret about the saxophone. They will not believe it and they will get mad at you. Here's the thing. You can scoop down, but you cannot squeeze up. I'll prove it. Here's IG. That was all the way down to a low F. Now, listen to me try and squeeze it up. I mean, I didn't even get a quarter tone up, and the thing choked up. When you are tuning and they bring the strobophonic tuner over and they shove it in your face and they say, make your concert B flat match this. And you pull and you push and whatever. Well, all you've done is tune that one note. Every horn is different. Every person is different. Every note is different on every horn for every person. How are you going to be sure that you're in tune by tuning one note? That's silly. That's stupid silly. So what you do is you tune every note this way. Let's say you're here and your buddy's here. Well, listen. Did you hear it? Listen again. Oh yeah, just a little fraction down and all of a sudden the waves go away and you're in tune. Brass players have this thing where they put the horn up and they go brr, and they're perfectly in tune every time. Well, good for them. Even Beethoven said, "The woodwinds, they are the bane of intonation." Well, you know what? Don't let Beethoven be right. Don't prove him right. Tune yourself every note to the guy next to you. Tune it, lip it down till the waves go away. Here's the secret you don't tell any band directors. When you are tuning, push in sharp. And tune so that a tiny little lip down puts you in tune. Don't tune so that you are exactly on, or you'll never catch your friends if they're sharp. Because let's be honest, there's going to be sharp, there's going to be flat, it's going to be everywhere. If you tune a little sharp, you'll always be able to pull it down into tune. Now, shh, don't tell the band directors that. Don't say, "I'm going to tune and push in sharp," because they'll smack the back of your hand like an old nun and they'll say, "Stop it! Put that perfectly right." No. No, the reality is you tune a little sharp so that you can lip down, and then that way you have the leeway to be in tune with everybody. So, dip long tones, and again, use your long tones from the original exercise as a representative sampling of every single range of the horn. Be able to put them using your lip, using the back of your throat and tongue mostly to chew them like a rubber band, and more air on the low ones. And you will be in tune, and Beethoven will be happy with you. He will no longer say woodwinds or the bane of intonation. He'll say, "Hey, you sound great," because you're going to be in tune with your friends. And remember to tune a little sharp. Dip long tones.